How is John Legend feeling about The Voice losing Blake? Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. John Legend had been a coach on The Voice for several seasons now. This means that he has formed a close relationship with OG coach Blake Shelton. So when Blake announced that he would be leaving the show after the next season, John was bound to have a reaction. What did the singer have to say about it all? Read on for more details. John Legend reacts to Blake's exit announcement. It is an interesting situation. On the heels of Blake sharing that he would not return to The Voice after season 23, 3 new coaches were announced. They will join him for his final year, and sadly, Legend will not be one of them. He is exiting the series at the end of this season. Along with him, Blake's wife Gwen Stefani will not be returning, and the same goes for newbie Camila Cabello. Taking over their chairs is returning coach Kelly Clarkson and 2 newcomers, Chance the Rapper and Niall Horan. Despite this, John still had some sadness about Blake's exit. Well, you know, he's been doing the show for 22 seasons. It'll be 23 when he's done, and you can't do something forever. We're gonna miss him though. He's been the heart and soul and anchor of the show for a long time, and he's a friend of mine, and I really enjoy working with him, Legend told Entertainment Tonight. Despite the sadness, John and Blake have great things ahead of them. Blake will be able to spend more time focusing on his music, his TV show Barmageddon, and enjoying his wife. Similarly, John is exiting as his wife. Chrissy Teigen has a baby on the way. She is expecting the couple's 4th child as their 3rd. Jack never made it earthside. Finally, they can relish the most time together as a family along with their 2 other children, Miles and Luna. Will the show last? Unfortunately, fans of The Voice are not thrilled with Blake leaving. It does not help that John Legend is also departing the series after being a staple for years. Now they are threatening to give up watching the show when Blake leaves. As John said, he is the heart and soul of the series, which debuted in 2011. The only OG that will be left once Shelton exits is host Carson Daly. Is that enough to keep viewers tuned in every week? Maybe John Legend will return after Blake's departure. Will you miss John when he leaves after this season? More so, will you stop watching after Blake exits? Let us know in the comments below. John Legend leaned back in his chair, contemplating the news that had swept through the set of The Voice like a summer storm. Blake Shelton, the show's perennial country music star and Legend's longtime friend and rival, had announced his departure. It wasn't unexpected. Rumors had been swirling for weeks, but the reality hit hard nonetheless. As he sipped his coffee in the dimly lit break room, Legend couldn't help but feel a pang of mixed emotions. On one hand, he understood Shelton's decision. After all, The Voice had been a significant part of Shelton's life for over a decade, and it was time for him to explore new horizons, perhaps spend more time with his fiancée, Gwen Stefani. But on the other hand, Shelton's absence would leave a void, not just on the judges' panel, but in the dynamic that had defined the show for so long. Legend and Shelton had shared a unique camaraderie, often engaging in playful banter and friendly competition. Their contrasting styles, Legend's smooth R&B charm against Shelton's down-home country wit, had created a chemistry that fans had grown to love. It wasn't just about the rivalry. It was about the genuine respect and friendship that had developed over the seasons. "I'm going to miss him," Legend admitted later during an interview. Blake brought a lot of humor and authenticity to the show. He's irreplaceable in many ways. As the news spread, the atmosphere on set became tinged with nostalgia and uncertainty. There were murmurs among the crew, speculations about who might fill Shelton's cowboy boots. Would they find someone with the same larger-than-life presence? Someone who could bring the same level of star power and musical insight? Legend knew that change was inevitable in the world of television, especially in a competitive industry like reality TV. But that didn't make it any easier to say goodbye to a colleague who had become a fixture in his professional life. Yet amidst the bittersweet emotions, Legend saw an opportunity. With Shelton's departure, there was room for new voices, new perspectives. Perhaps it was a chance to shake things up, to bring in fresh energy and creativity. As a seasoned musician and judge, Legend felt a responsibility to help guide the show through this transition. "We've had an incredible run with Blake," Legend reflected. "Now it's time to embrace what comes next. Change can be daunting, but it can also lead to exciting new chapters." With that thought in mind, Legend returned to the set, ready to face the challenges and possibilities that lay ahead. The voice would continue to evolve. He knew, adapting to new talents, new dynamics, and new judges. And while he would miss his friend and rival, Legend was determined to make the most of this new chapter in the show's history. This excerpt captures John Legend's initial feelings and reflections on Blake Shelton's departure from The Voice. Let me know if you'd like me to continue expanding on this topic, or if there's anything specific you'd like to add.